Today we're exploring the 2-day, 1-night experience aboard Velar of the Seas, one of Lan Ha Bay's modern luxury cruises. If there's one thing Velar is known for, it's the cabins. They're some of the biggest you'll find in this category, with huge balconies, massive windows, and plenty of space to actually enjoy being in your room. Add in lots of kayaking, modern facilities, and a relaxed pace, and it's a cruise that's particularly well suited to travelers who like to slow down and enjoy the journey. Like most Lan Ha Bay cruises, your trip begins at Tuan Chau Marina, where Velar has its own waiting lounge at Lot 41. After checking in, you'll spend a short time in the lounge before boarding the tender boat. The tender journey takes around an hour as you cruise deeper into Lan Ha Bay. It's air-conditioned, comfortable, and during the journey, the cruise manager introduces the itinerary, runs through a quick safety briefing, and gives you a little insight into what the next 2 days will look like. As Velar of the Seas comes into view, it immediately feels modern, elegant, and very well looked after. After a welcome drink, you'll complete check-in on board before heading straight to your cabin. We stayed in the premier suite, and honestly, the first reaction was just wow. At around 90 square meters, it's one of the biggest cruise cabins we've stayed in anywhere in Lan Ha Bay. There's a huge lounge area with a sofa, floor-to-ceiling windows almost wrapping around the room, and a private balcony that's genuinely big enough to spend time on rather than simply stepping outside for a quick photo. But the real standout has to be the bathroom. The Jacuzzi bathtub sits right beside a huge window overlooking the bay, and if you're hoping for those iconic bath with a view photos, this is probably one of the best setups we've seen on any cruise here. It's one of those cabins where you don't feel any rush to leave. Sit on the sofa with a coffee, open the balcony doors, enjoy the changing scenery, or simply relax in the bathtub while looking out across the bay. The cabin becomes part of the experience, not just somewhere to sleep. Another thing we noticed over the 2 days was how much the ship actually moves around Lan Ha Bay. Rather than staying anchored in one place for long periods, Velar continues cruising between different areas, so the views from your balcony are constantly changing throughout the trip. After settling in, it's time for lunch on the fourth deck. Lunch is served as a buffet with a good mix of Vietnamese and international dishes, plenty of seafood, hot dishes, salads, and desserts. If you're vegetarian or have dietary requirements, just let the crews know before your trip and they'll happily prepare suitable options. After lunch, there's a little free time, which honestly feels quite nice. With a cabin like this, there's no rush to head anywhere. We found ourselves simply sitting on the balcony, watching the limestone islands slowly pass by before the afternoon excursion. The first activity takes you to Dark and Bright Cave, where you can choose between kayaking or a traditional bamboo boat. We went for the kayaks, while the bamboo boat is a great option if you're after something a little more relaxed or traveling with younger children. The scenery here is exactly why people come to Lan Ha Bay. Calm emerald water, towering limestone cliffs, and hardly a sound apart from your paddle touching the water. After around an hour, everyone heads back to the cruise. From here, it's time to simply enjoy the ship. Later in the afternoon, everyone gathers on the sun deck for a sunset party before joining a Vietnamese cooking class where you'll learn to make fresh spring rolls before, of course, eating them afterwards. As the sun starts dropping behind the limestone islands, it's one of those moments where the whole cruise naturally slows down. Grab a drink, find a seat on deck and just enjoy the view. Dinner is served as a Vietnamese style set menu, and there's definitely no danger of going hungry. After dinner, you can try your luck with squid fishing, although it definitely takes a bit of patience. The surrounding cruise ships begin lighting up across the bay, everything becomes much quieter, and being out in the middle of Lan Ha Bay at night is a pretty special experience. The following morning starts with Tai Chi on the sun deck before breakfast. Breakfast is fairly simple, but sitting there with a hot coffee while watching the bay wake up is a pretty good way to begin the day. After breakfast, the cruise heads to Tra Bau, another area that's perfect for kayaking. There's plenty of time to paddle through the quiet lagoons and limestone formations at your own pace without feeling rushed. And during our trip, we even had a little local dog paddling around with everyone, which completely stole the show for a while. It's one of those unexpected little moments that somehow ends up becoming one of your favorite memories from the cruise. Back on board, there's still time to enjoy the cabin before checkout, whether you're taking a final soak in that jacuzzi bathtub, relaxing on the balcony, or just watching another stretch of Lan Ha Bay drift past your window. It's a lovely way to finish the trip. A light brunch is served as the cruise makes its way back towards Tuan Chau Marina before boarding the tender for the journey back to shore. Overall, Velar of the Seas left a really good impression. The cabins are undoubtedly the biggest highlight. They're among the largest you'll find anywhere in Lan Ha Bay. The facilities are modern, the kayaking is excellent, and the whole cruise has a relaxed pace that encourages you to actually enjoy the ship as much as the destinations. If you're someone who likes having a beautiful cabin, enjoys spending time on your private balcony, or simply wants one of the best bathtub views on the bay, Velar of the Seas is definitely one worth considering. Thanks for watching. If you'd like help comparing Velar of the Seas with other cruises or planning your Vietnam trip, including Ha Long Bay, Lan Ha Bay, Ninh Binh, Sapa, or anywhere else in Vietnam, feel free to get in touch with the Few Days Ha Long team. The link is in the description. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.